Hello ladies and gentle ladies, welcome back to another Industria development stream. Today we're going to be continuing working on the multi-block system that we've been doing the last couple streams, but we're going to be doing something slightly different today, as you can see by the title, which I will show you all in a second. But yeah, we can basically just get started. So here we go. Okay. I don't know why my camera is not in the right position. Very weird. Like why is it like this? It needs to be over here. Why is my camera being weird? This is not the normal position on my camera. Excuse me? Okay, that's better. That was weird. Hello Wide, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's a little bit late today, and that's because I went out for a drive, and on the way back I decided I want to get Domino's, and then I realized, oh, it's a lot later than I expected. So yes, we're starting an hour later today, which means it's going to be a much shorter stream than usual, but it is what it is. Hello, Borox I, welcome to the stream, and hello, Rains, I'm gonna guess. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, I'm sorry, Wide, I'm a little bit late today. But yeah, as you can see, we are doing multi-block stuff. But today we're going to be working on something I'm calling the multi-block designer, which is going to be a thing for development only. But it's going to help me to actually design multi-blocks within the game itself. So that should be pretty cool. I'm also very tired today, guys, so I'm going to probably yawn even more than usual, which is a lot because I usually yawn a lot. But here we go. What's it like driving on your own? Is it fun? It is very fun. I enjoy it a lot. Especially going down like country lanes and shit. It's great fun. Highly recommend. Let's see. I think first things first, we're going to go into the game and I'll show you guys what this system kind of is, and then we'll go about fixing some of what we have already. Why are you tired? But you know why I'm tired. I literally told you why I'm tired. Because I've been out driving, and also I've been fitting this stupid friggin' Android Auto thing in my car all day. I've literally spent all day doing that. That's, you know, kind of crazy. My phone on mute. Did you contact the people? No, I have not. I will do that. Probably tomorrow, I guess. I have to contact a couple. No, yeah, tomorrow, I guess, sure. Yeah, driving is like weirdly tiring, man. It's kind of crazy. Also, yes, the other thing is things are going to start appearing on my other monitor today, and from now on, because I've decided I'm no longer going to stream on my main monitor, because I think that's definitively a terrible idea, and I've always been doing that for some reason. So yeah, I'm no longer streaming on my main monitor, so you guys are now on my other monitor, which just means I need to edit a couple things. Hopefully that will work. Yes, it will. Okay, so we'll never have duplications of the game screen anymore, which will be good. Okay, so let's pop into the world. So first of all, the multi-blocks themselves, as you can see, those are all just kind of sitting over here. This is what we got done last time, if you guys remember, that we can now build these multi-blocks. They look very janky with the rendering, of course, but that's fine. I don't really care about that. The thing we're working on today is this. Oh, wow. Okay. So what this is these blocks down here are multi-block pieces. And this right here is a multi-block designer. So the idea is, effectively, that you'll place down your multi-block designer, right? So I will do like this. I should plug my headphones in. Let's do that. Kind of useless if I don't have headphones in, because otherwise there's no point in me wearing them. And obviously my friggin' cables are tangled. Oh my god. That's why I want wireless headphones. Okay. Plug these in. Oh. I cannot find it. Right. Also get some lights. Let me also turn my fan on because it's hot. Okay, so the idea is we grab our multi-block designer, so that's this. Then you place your pieces, and the idea is that I can use a wrench to go ahead and link the two. I think I shift like that. And right now, these are just defaulting to use a logs tag, so nothing exciting. But it's just basically iterating through all of them to give us that that thing. Now, what I want to do is I want to make these appear as ghost blocks, and actually, more importantly, I want to get rid of the missing texture. Let's get rid of the missing texture real quick. That should take seconds. So if we just go in here, block, piece block, and then all I need to do is I need to say dot where is it? Render type? No, has block entity render, because that will cause it to not render. What's this for? This is so that I can design multi-blocks a lot easier. So I want to make it so that in this GUI, it will show like a render of this structure, basically. And then I can click on one of the blocks in the structure, and I can like annotate it. So I can assign it a tag or a list of blocks or something. And then I can also give that the character that's used in the pattern as well. So it just means that I don't have to do a bunch of code every single time I add a multi-block. And eventually I'm hoping I can also put the model in here as well, like somehow pass the model in. That would be good too, but we'll see about that one. That might not happen. So yeah, let me restart the game so that we can hopefully see this a little bit better. Now, yeah, I want to render these pieces as a ghost block. Now, I was trying to figure out how to do that, and I kind of came to the conclusion that I need my own render layer. The problem with that is I have no clue how you make your own render layer, at least not in 1.21.8. So yeah, that's a whole thing I'm gonna have to figure out. I don't suppose I have a render layer anywhere, do I? I'm just trying to think. Is there anywhere I have my own render layer? I don't think so. No, So what I found was a lovely thing called, let's see if I can actually find it. I found a mod called Cucumber. Now, it's only for 1.21.1, and it's also for NeoForge, but it does exactly what I want it to do. Let's see if I can find the exact class again. I cannot. Where was it? Aha, found it. So this is the class. And basically this has a ghost render type. Now I've been trying to figure out how to convert this to both fabric, yarn, and 1.21.8. And it's been a pain in the butt, I will say. Because a lot of this shit just doesn't exist anymore. So yeah. Like I don't even know what this is, to be honest. So yeah, that's going to be the crux of what we're doing, at least for the start of the stream. What I am going to look up though is I'm going to look up this render pipeline.builder. I'm just going to search that on GitHub, and it might help me to see if anyone else has ever created one, because obviously if they have, then that might save me some time. So here we go. Here is the codes. That's the same in Mojmap. Interesting. This is a NeoForge primer. This might actually be helpful. Can I get this as a actual readable thing? So if I look for no, what the fuck a waypoint? Minecraft has waypoints? Okay. Interesting. I'm looking for render types. Where are render types? I should probably just look for this. So no, that is the only instance of that. Okay, well that's not very helpful then, is it? No. That's UI, which is not helpful. We'll have a look at this in a second. Maybe we'll have a look at that. Okay, sure, we'll have a look at these two. These might not be relevant to me. You know, I knew what I need to do. So in the old one, it's used this. Use this right here. I wonder if I can search all of GitHub for that. Right. So search for that code. And then look for something that's been updated to 1.21.8. That's my theory right now. Also, yes, this has actually worked correctly. Okay, good. Fantastic. That's what I wanted. Okay. So yeah, if I just look for something that's updated to 1.21.8, so... this might be... maybe... render types... no. This is gonna be a pain in the butt, huh? Because things aren't updated to 1.21.8. PSI has it, but it looks like PSI doesn't use it, which is weird. I don't know why that would be the case. Has this been updated to 1.21? Nope. It has not. So then we'll go to the next one, which will be... maybe this one. This has not been updated to 1.21. Okay. Let's go this one. Oops, don't do that. Which the latest is 1.21.1. We might be here a while, is what I'm now realizing. We're not gonna look at the branch they're on. That might help a little bit. But a lot of these are just on the master branch. We'll go these two next, I guess. So this is on what branch? I don't know, but this is not correct. I mean, it's on 1.21, but I'm gonna guess Matty? What's Matty? Oh, this is in Neoforge. Okay. I said. Not helpful. Next. Britannia. Is this a fork of Britannia? I guess so. Has this been updated to 1.21.8? No, it does not. The latest is 1.21.1. I'm not going to have any luck here, am I? Let me try something. Let me try... no, I'm going to do this, actually. Okay, what we're going to try, chat, is we're going to go on moderate. And then... this might not work at all. We're going to search for mods that are on 1.21.8. Ideally Fabric, though it is not essential. View 100. Okay. And then... what if we did, like... magic mods? Because I feel like magic mods are more likely to have... like, weird render stuff, right? Frosted Flakes are pretty good. Why? Yeah. They're probably my go-to cereal, I would say. Not that I actually have cereal that much, but when I do, you know. There really are no mods for 1.21.8, huh? Oh god. Ah. Like none. Because none of these even look like magic mods, I want to be honest. Or like not. That could be a fabric thing. Let's try Neoforge. Nope. That has not made any difference. Let's try Curse Forge. But that probably won't make a difference either with it. Let's go game version 1.21.8. Let's go any of them, sure, whatever. And then let's go magic. Why are you looking at mods? Because I'm trying to find a mod that adds transparent blocks or translucent blocks for 1.21.8. Which might not exist, but I'm gonna try. Oh my god, why am I yawning so much? Hello 7410, welcome to the stream. You may be actually of use here. Like of great use to me right now, because you tend to know weird things. I'm trying to make translucent blocks, like ghost blocks. But I don't know how to do that. Do people not like 1.20? Most people are making mods for 1.21.1. That's the problem, because Mojang's doing their, you know, they're having shits and giggles, right? So currently, it's not advised to update to 1.21.8. I have, partially because I'm slightly dumb, but also because, you know. If it's a normal model, it's just changing the render type to translucent. I don't think I can do that, because it could be any block. I mean, I could do like the thing is, to render the block, I have to use render block as entity, albeit that is probably not the recommended way, is it? You're probably meant to use render block, I imagine, if for what I want to do, but then that requires a list of block model, and I don't know what the hell that is. I have found a library that does it for me. Oh, let me have a look at these ones real quick, just in case. You never know. Nope. Okay. I have found cucumber. Which has this. Which is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I want. But I don't know how to convert this to 1.21.8. At all. I have absolutely no idea, because things just don't seem to exist like this anymore. Like, okay, let's try and convert this, and we'll very quickly see why it doesn't work, right? So if we uncomment this. So render pipeline.builder is what you pass in instead of a composite state. So I can do a builder, but then the first thing it wants is a shader state which immediately just doesn't exist. I don't think that's what it's called though anymore. If everyone's just staying on 1.21.1, why have you update? Because everyone who's staying on 1.21 is on 1.21 because they're going to release on 1.21.1. I, on the other hand, am not going to release for 1.21.1. I'm not going to release until 1.22, realistically, at the earliest. Oh, I forgot to put my garlic and herb dip in the fridge. Does it need to go in the fridge? I don't know. I think it's probably fine. I'll put that in the fridge after the stream. Anyways, so yeah. What did you get on your pizza? I got a meteor. Because I love meteor. You should, because it has butter. I doubt it has butter. It has a lot of ingredients. Like a lot of ingredients. Rapeseed oil, water, spirit vinegar, pasteurized eggs, or pasteurized egg yolk, sugar, garlic, garlic herbs, salt, acidity regulators. It has lactic acid, milk protein, mustard flour, lemon juice concentrate, and then the stabilizers. It has guar gum, xanthan gum, and then the preservatives. We have potassium sorbate. Oh, that's it. That's the only preservative. Potassium sorbate. Hello, so you bim. I still don't know how to say your name. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Ilya. Welcome to the stream. Corpin made a B that renders a blocker to split out. Novel says the Neo ends one. Yeah, that's the problem. It's 1.21.1. It doesn't really help me because this is also 1.21.1. And I need it for 1.21.8. I might just have to skip it out for now. Just not bother. And come back to it in the future. We'll do that, I think. To do render as ghost block. Ghost blocks. Will need custom render type. Okay. We'll just leave that there. We'll come back to that at some point. I might try to do it myself if you want to. That it would be up to you. It would be greatly appreciated if you managed to figure it out, because that would be very useful. But yeah, let me know if you do manage to do that. Anyways, I know Tinker's Contracts does some translucent things, but I don't know what version it goes up to. Probably not 1.21.8, knowing my luck. No mods seem to be updated to 1.21.8 whatsoever, so, you know, though there is not much luck there with that. Anyways, so I need a way to actually render these in the GUI so that I can set what blocks they're going to use. Which is actually going to be a pain in the butt. But here we go. First things first, I'm going to open paint.net, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this screen texture. Apparently, I guess I just never changed it. So let's do that. So let's go open recent. Is that helpful? No, I don't think so. Let's go. Let's go. I'm trying to find. What am I trying to find? Industria. Yes. Okay. Source main resources, assets, Industria. Textures, GUI. Container. What did I call this? This is called the Multiblock something. Why can I not find it? Am I blind? Maybe it doesn't have a texture. I realize now that actually it doesn't have a texture, does it? If I go to what am I going to? I'm going to screen, which you can't see because I think that's behind my mouse right now. Structure, let me put that over there and then you guys can see more. Oh, let me close the game as well. Okay, there we go. So if I go this one, what is it using? It is using a texture. Why can't I find it? Oh, it's not in container. Wait. Textures GUI multi-block design. Oh, it's just using the dispenser. That would be why. That would be why. Okay. Multi-block underscore designer. Okay. This needs to be container, first of all. And then this needs to use said texture. There we go. So what I want to do in here is I want to do some rendering. Now, I want to render blocks in the GUI. However, rendering blocks in a GUI is very hard. At least from what I recall. Do I have this dot? I can do this dot client dot get block render manager. Can I render in a GUI? Block entity render dispatcher? No, that's just for block entities. Use player renderer too, please. What do you mean? Use player renderer? What do you mean? What am I missing? Am I missing something right now? What do you mean use player renderer? Player. Well, what does player renderer have that I don't know about? No, I mean, can you add player renderer to mod for us to be tutorial? You want a tutorial on how to change the player renderer? Is that what you are saying? I think that's what you're saying. In which case, probably not. Because changing the player renderer is a pain in the butt. Like, it's actually hell. You need to do a bunch of mix-ins for that. Unless they've changed. No, I don't think they've changed it. I think you still have to do that. Because I did that for When did I modify the player renderer? I don't know. I did some modding once where I tried to modify the player renderer, and it was actually the worst experience I've ever had. Yeah, I mean, there was an item where you hit a player with that item, skin color's got white, black, and you make a store. That would just be using shaders. I recommend, let's see if I can find it. I recommend you look up this Satan API, or really just the GitHub, and it lets you just modify things. Like, here you go, here's a grayscale shader that you can do, and you can apply that to vanilla entities. I don't remember exactly how you apply it to vanilla entities, but you can somehow. Does it have core? I don't know. You can do it. Probably in the wiki somewhere. So that's actually a lot easier than like changing the renderer. If you want to actually change the renderer, things get hella complicated. Okay, let's do this.client block render manager dot render block. I don't know what the hell this render block method is. It requires so many things. Like, what is a list of block model? And why does it need that? I don't know. So I'm just going to use this one. So I'm going to do blocks.get default state. Okay, then what does it require? It requires the matrix stack. So context dot get matrices. Then what does it require? The vertex consumers. Is that present? No. So we're gonna have to make that. Unless that can come from whatever the hell a scissor stack is. I don't know what the hell a scissor stack is. Yeah, it cannot come from that. Okay. Can the state have that? Apply blur. Interesting. No, it cannot, is the answer to my question. Okay, what am I trying to get? I'm trying to get a vertex consumer provider, which I think the best way to get that is from the tessellator, I think. And then I do begin. And if I begin on draw mode.quads, and then it wants the vertex format. Yeah, so position, color, it's vertex formats, I think. That gives me a buffer builder. What does this want? Vertex consumer provider. Can I get that from this or no? This is a buffer builder. No. What I can do is I can do immediate dot new. No? Am I crazy? How is this created? Dot immediate. I see. Vertex consumer provider dot immediate, and then it requires a buffer allocator. I don't know what that is. What's passed into that? You know, I can find out. I can find out. Because it's going to be the same thing that Cucumber mod uses. Let's see if I can find it. There's a specific number. 2097152. If I do buffer allocator, is this the method I'm looking for? I don't know. In vanilla, they just do a new buffer allocator, so that's good enough for me. That does give me immediate. I think that's fine, right? I think so. And then that requires the light and the overlay. So for the light, I'm going to give it that. And overlay, we're just going to give it that. Okay, it doesn't like the matrices. What I can do is I can create a new matrix stack. Matrices is equal a new matrix stack. Can I pass that into the matrix stack? No. You cannot. But can I do... context dot get matrices dot so okay, this is the matrices. Yes, this is the matrix stack. Can I do... okay. This is so stupid. Can I just apply the friggin' transformation, please? I guess not. Okay. I'm curious, in that case. The matrices here. Get matrices. Where are these used? They're used here. It uses push matrix. Matrix stack. Yeah, and then that's commented out because that's no longer possible. So... yeah, they're just pushed and stuff. Push and then modified and then popped. Which isn't helpful because they're not actually used for anything. Okay, in that case, what I probably can just do is just do this. If I push here, pop here, and then just pass that in there, that might work. Maybe. If I do translate, sure, whatever. I don't think this is right. Well, maybe. Let's do this. Let's do that. Sure. We'll try this. Should we try this? Let's try this. It might be better just manually... no, I guess I can't manually render the quads, can I? Okay. We'll see what this does. Let me get my music. That's gonna come up on there. Don't want you to do that. Okay. let's see if this works anyways. I reckon it's not gonna work, because I reckon these transformations are gonna break everything. Because I don't know how that's gonna... Yeah, I mean, this might not even be correct. This is also... Yeah, we'll see. Look at Greg Tech CEM block renderer. I bet that's not 1.21.8. It is... I don't know. They have a shit ton of branches. Like, oh my god. No, it's 1.20.1. Oh no, they have a 1.21 branch, but... Is it... I assume it's 1.21.1, right? I don't know. I can't find it. I legit cannot find what freaking version of Minecraft is for. It's 1.20.1 though, I think. You know any good tutorials for fabric rendering? I do not know. There probably are not any, to answer your question. Has that done anything? Probably shouldn't have rendered dirt. There's a lot of dirt here. Let's render obsidian. Possibly could be the Z. No. I think the problem is this is rendering it in the world. You know what? 1 second. I have... Oh my god, where is it? In the seismic scanner... Seismic scanner. It's not ideal, but this right here, block state screen element. Widget. Oh, I deleted it. Because the thing is, it was an absolute pain in the butt to get it to render blocks in the screen. I don't know if I was just doing something wrong or what. Let me have a quick Google again, see if I can find it. It should be on an old version. So if I view the commit history, you guys can watch me view the commit history. If we go, it was before I updated to 1.21.5. Here we go. And then if I browse files, then that'll show me in this specific commit. So if I go here, screen, widgets. Maybe it's not in widget. Oh, it's in here. It might still be in there then. Util. Block stay. Nope, it's just gone. It is actually just gone. So what did I do? Super.render model. Let's go block model screen element. Render model. Which does block render manager. Okay, model renderer dot render. Oh, there's a constant for the light thing. I always forget about that. There is a constant, yes. Which is the same value, but yeah, that's correct. So this reckons I should use block render manager dot get model renderer dot render. And then what does this take in? An entry. So if I do matrix stack dot heap, which will be the entry, then it wants vertex consumers, and I need to get buffer. Get buffer. Let me. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing because of freaking Minecraft. Okay. Okay. You still kind of can't see what I'm doing. Let me stop the game because actually we're not going to be able to see anything for a while. Okay, so quick cleanup. There we go. Okay, so we need the render type. So let's do let's create a method. Fuck it, let's create a method. Private static void render block model, and I'm just going to pass in the exact same things I had in the past. Actually, I can probably just copy most of this method, can't I? Yeah, that can't be static, but if I pass in a state, oh my god, state, that should really be the first parameter. Then I can just do state, world pos, This can be state. Then this needs to take the model. So let's figure out how I get the model. So we do baked model. And it doesn't quite work like that anymore. Okay. So we do dot get block render manager dot get model, which returns what? A block state model. Okay. Model. Okay. Is that what it wants though? Yes, but as the second parameter. Nope, third parameter. Okay. Then it wants red, green, blue, light overlay. Red, green, blue, light overlay. Why is this complaining? Is it static? Okay, sure, whatever. Are you using ChatGPT? No, I am not using ChatGPT. Why? ChatGPT would be useless at this. It would actually be so tragic. It wouldn't be able to do diddly squat. I'm just copying what I had before. I don't know, bro, you used it religiously. I use ChatGPT a lot, but not for, like, a significant portion of programming, because it's just not capable of it. So, I just don't use it for that. This is actually rendering a block state. Render block state. And then this is rendering a block model. This is going to take in the state. Now, here's where I need to copy across a bunch of maths. I don't think said maths actually works. So, we might have to take it with a grain of salt. Do I have the matrix stack? I do. Let me see. I need to find my prepare matrix method. Default screen element, here we go. Okay. So it wants me to do matrix stack.push. Then it wants me to set some stuff which I don't think exists anymore. I don't think any of these exist anymore. Yeah, they do not. How do you do these things now? I forgot. There's a way to do them. Actually, question. I know this is this, but where are these actually doing this? Like, what, before they render what? Your indicator item? I cannot draw. It just draws a GUI texture. Does this take in the stack somewhere though? Like, where is it applying these transformations? Matrix 3x2f. This dot matrices. That's not helpful, is it? Just dot pose. So that just straight up takes in the matrix now. Not the stack at all. Okay. This is the problem I had when I tried to port a bunch of stuff, because things just don't exist anymore. Like, you just can't do things anymore. Like, there's no... I can't set a color. You just can't. I don't know if there was another way to do it, though. If I look at fill, does this set a color somewhere? No. No, it really doesn't. Okay. This is becoming a little bit more of a problem than I Anticipated. Okay, enabling depth test. Can I do that at least? Can I do context dot? No. Wait, there's a way to do it though. There's a way to do it. Don't know how. Because I've used it for something. Oh, you can use GL state manager dot enable depth test, which I don't think you're meant to do, but you can. So here we go. And then it's got blend funk. This has a bunch more parameters than I expected it to have. I think it's probably fine. It needs these two. These do not exist anymore. Here. Go constant 2GL blend function. Oh, it's literally like source factor, like source factor. And then I guess this is destination factor? Dest factor? And then if I just, I guess, copy them. Oh, it wants RGB and then alpha. So I can do source color? And then source color? Only problem, these are what? These are actual like things. But then I can do geoconst 2GL. Oh, here we go. Geo source color. Geo source alpha. Geo 1 minus alpha. This is definitely what you're not meant to do, by the way, guys. Do not do this. I'm gonna get told off by someone for doing this. I don't know who's gonna tell me off for doing this, but someone's gonna tell me off for doing this. So don't do it. I don't know how you do this. What are you trying to do right now? I'm trying to render a block in the GUI. That's all I'm trying to do. It should be very simple, but it's not simple, unfortunately. Okay, previously I had diffuse lighting enable GUI depth lighting. That is not a thing anymore. Interesting. I think I can skip that one. It doesn't seem too important. Okay. So then we transform the matrix. So I'm looking at my transform matrix. So we do stack matrix stack dot translate So this is where we translate to the position we want it at. So int x, int y, int z. X, y, z. Okay. Then we scale it. Now I need to see what the default scale is. 1. So I don't need to do that. Then we translate it to a local position. Okay. Then it does some rotations. Okay, but that's not actually doing anything. I don't know that I need to necessarily do that then. And then I have to set the shader texture, apparently? But I don't know that's important. I need to pop, but I need to render, of course, so hopefully. Yeah, cutout isn't quite correct. But I can get the render layer, of course. So I can do render layer. Render layer is equal state dot get block no, state dot is air. Then we do textured render layers dot get item entity translucent cull, or render layers dot get entity block layer state. Then do that. Why does it need that? Render layer. It doesn't need the render layer. So why do I have the render layer? I don't know. Hopefully that. This, I guess, is fine because I can. No, I don't... Wait. Yeah, I do use that. That's fine. Yeah. So this isn't even used, apparently. I guess. Oh no, but it is. It is. Because it's used in here. Right? Because, yeah. So what are the providers used for? What's this used for? Provider.draw. Okay. This, I'm so lost, chat. I really am. Hello, Droovy. Hello, welcome to the stream. I probably butchered that name. I apologize. Is that a thing? Nope, just Copilot aligned to me. Okay. Render block model. Let's do blocks.obsidian. Let's do that. We'll just do some positions. This to x plus. Sure, whatever. Should we see if this works? I think there's a very low chance, but you never know. Does he plan on uploading more shorts? If I come up with things to make shorts of, then yes, sure. Because I will say, The last one I did has done very well. Like, concerningly well. I mean, I'm not saying it's amazing, but 1.1k. It's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. And it's a short, so obviously it naturally gets more views than like a video would, but you know, you guys have got to help me clip farm. What do you mean Copilot's lying to you? Do you have a Copilot plugin or something? Yes, I have a GitHub Copilot plugin. And it lies a lot, so, yeah. It is what it is. Helpful sometimes, extremely unhelpful other times. Okay, I will say I see a whole lot of nothing. What I can do is I can look at... Let's just try a couple things. Let's just try 0, 0. Oh, it's probably this. Let's put some actual values in it, like yeah, sure, 0, 0 for now. See what that does. Anything? Nope. We can try and give it a scale, maybe. Like 20, sure, I guess. Let me know if you guys see anything, because there's a chance there's something here and I'm just missing it. Oh, I can never find any good intelligent AI plugins that all require annoying sign and have limited messages per day or just suck. There aren't any good free ones. I'll tell you that for sure. If you're expecting to get one for free, you won't. It just won't happen. I have Copilot for free because I am a student. Well, I'm not anymore, but it still thinks I am, so I have it for free. But I won't when it realizes I'm no longer a student, of course. So I should really get used to not having it anymore. Actually, I mean, I have a subscription to OpenAI, so I wonder if you can get Copilot to use that one. Maybe. I don't know. I have to look into that, I guess. I use Windsurf for free. Yeah, Windsurf is free, yeah. I wouldn't recommend it, though. Because that really is vibe coding. That's a whole nother level of vibe coding. I've tried a lot of vibe coding programs. They're all absolutely terrible, but they're good fun to play around with, I guess. You got like Windsurf, you got OpenCode, Gemini CLI, Codex CLI, the Claude CLI one. I don't know what that one's called. Windsurf, of course, Cursor. There's some other ones that I can't think of right now. Windsurf is code completion too. It is? I didn't know that. Well, there you go then. Okay, what I wanted to look at was where I use this block screen element, so I can see the right kind of translations. Okay, I'm putting in some pretty big numbers here. Okay, so it scales by like 2, but I guess that doesn't make a difference. Let me do like 550. I mean, in theory, we should be seeing something. But we're not seeing anything, are we? So, for context, for those who don't know what I'm looking at right now, I'm looking at the seismic scanner from the old versions of Industria. It never really worked though, so I am kind of winging it, admittedly. You know what we can look at, actually? We can look at... Let me just try and find it. Let's try and find a fabric version. This one. Because otherwise that'll be a pain to work with. Okay. 1.2 and 1.1, but that's fine. It will do. Create. We can look at create. Because create has ponders. And in theory, that should be what we want. So if we can find the client package, admittedly that's going to be very tricky. Because this is create. Foundation, maybe? This is a mess. Ponder are rendering client-side level. Oh, do I not mean ponder? I mean the GUI thing. Wait, let me see if I can find what I'm looking for. Great. No. Yeah, I do mean pondering. I mean this. Where it renders it in the GUI. This is what I'm looking for. Ponder. Aha. That's probably exactly what I'm looking for. Element. No. Create scene builder? Ponder scene builder? Oh god, this is so much abstraction. Oh no. I can already see it. Oh god, there's so much abstraction. The screen just renders a world? Oh. I guess that makes sense, actually. Interesting. But that doesn't really help me. Because... Because that means, well, I guess you then have to figure out how do you render a world in a GUI, right? I can't lie, I don't know what I'm looking for right now. Widget, maybe? No. Ponder might be in a different repo. Let's see. Net.createMod.pond. Yeah, you're probably right, actually. I think it is. Huh. Wait, let me have a look at this again. Let's go build up Gradle. Lips.ponder. Do they have a... No. Where are the libs done? I forget. I don't know, but this is what I'm looking for, yes. Don't tell me it's not open source. Create Ponder. GitHub. Oh, look, this is on Fabric. I didn't know that. Okay, 1.21 is the best for... No, oh! Thank you! 1.21.7. That's good enough for me. I'll take that. It's actually probably in common, isn't it? Oh god. Oh good lord. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Wait, I just looked at that one. Meant to look at this one. Okay, I think these are just tooltips. If so, that's fine. That doesn't look great, but okay. That looks fine. Okay, I think we can ignore all of the mix-ins. I just want to see if there's anything special they do in Fabric. They do this for some reason. But I'm hoping this isn't important. It's probably fine. Okay, let's go common. What is catnip? Does anyone know what catnip is? Other than a thing for cats? Ponder scene? I think catnip must be all the actual rendering, right? Yeah, it seems to be. Ponder scene. So is this just a world? This kind of seems to be like a world. Like they're actually like creating their own world. It's not, they're not just rendering a world. They're actually like creating. Interesting. Let's have a look at catnip. Oh my god, there's so much. Element. Bro, there's so much stuff here, I'm never gonna find what I'm looking for. And we don't have long until I have to end the stream. We have half an hour, chat. That's why some chunk loading mods can break create. Ah, that makes sense. Render. Please say this is it. Oh my god. Okay, there might be good stuff to look at here, I will say. Like, I could probably yoink some of this. Oh. Okay, we're getting distracted. Level wrappers. World helper. Wrap to level. Extends level. Interesting. Where is this created? Abstract level. Schematic level. Which is created where? Extends schematic level. Which is a ponder level. Which is created where? Ponder scene builder. No. Aha. Oh my god, this looks so complicated. Hello Spino, welcome to the stream. This looks incredibly complicated, I'm gonna be honest. I guess that makes sense, because there's so much to it. But like... I was kind of hoping I could just get away with saying GUI render out dot render block. But that's not happening, is it? So abstract ponder screen. Bro, they have so much abstraction. This is crazy. Look at this. This might be more than mechanism. And that's saying something. The fact that it takes this much effort to render something in the screen, by the way, like just render a block in the screen, is crazy. Like, I feel like Minecraft should just have a thing for this, even if they don't use it. Because it shouldn't require all of this. Yeah, I mean, none of this is helpful to me because this is all just wrappers for the level. So I don't know why I'm going through that. Why do they have a lang folder? What? Right, okay. No, I'm gonna ask. What are you trying to do? I'm trying to render a block in the screen. That's it. Why is that so hard? I don't know. But apparently it's very hard. I think this is actually what I looked at before. Also, we're no longer in 1.21.7 apparently. Not sure how that happened. For sure. GUI game element. Oh look! Oh, this is where I got it from. This is where I got it from. That's funny. But these don't exist anymore. Wait, yeah, these don't exist anymore. This is 1.21.7. And were they removed in 1.21.8? I didn't think 1.21.8 did any of that. One second. I can find 1.21.8 update primer. Someone must have made that. You know what Neoforge will do? No. That's it. 1.21.6 to 1.21.7. 121.5 to 6. Yeah, 5 to 6 is what did all the rendering changes. So how in 1.21.7 do they still have the old stuff? I probably should have checked if it compiles. It does compile. How? Where's render system? Yeah. I just want to, like, am I going crazy or that? But it's not a thing. I'm so confused. Render system that set shader color. I think this was not updated to 1.21.7, in fact. Flip for GUI renderer? Ooh. I realize we're not going to get anything done this stream. We're going to spend... We've spent this entire 2 hours trying to figure things out, and we've got absolutely nowhere. This is actually going to be the least productive stream we've ever done. Luckily we're going to be more productive tomorrow with Railroad, but this is how it goes. Yeah, I don't know, chat. Because this obviously isn't going to work then. None of that's going to work. None of this is going to work. None of that's going to work. So everything we've done today has been a complete and utter waste of time. It has an access transformer. Oh. Set shader color. Nope. Nope, it just doesn't exist. Yeah, it doesn't exist. It's gone. I mean, GeoState Manager has... Manager... Oh, that's good enough. Bring me to there. This has set shader color, or set... Is it set shader color they call it in here? No, it's set... Color. Where is it? Oh, it's GL color or something. No? No? Wait, what was the friggin' method I just used? Oh, I didn't. I didn't. I thought I did. I didn't. I just didn't use it because it just doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I think we're gonna end the stream here. We have got absolutely nothing done. This might officially go down in the record as the worst stream I have ever done. Because we've done nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm trying to think, have we actually done anything? Like anything? No, we have not. We didn't do anything. So, I think we're gonna end the stream here and have a more productive stream tomorrow. Doing Railroad. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. And I will see you all tomorrow with Railroad, and we're actually going to do some things. We're going to get stuff done. We're going to make progress. So yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.